Well, good evening, everybody. I'm Dr. Julia Royston of BK Royston Publishing, Royal Media and Publishing, and the author community, the Book Business Bosses, where we help you get your message to the masses, turn your words into wealth, and become a book business boss. Now, I know you're wondering what in the world is Julia Royston going on live tonight for? I am super excited that BK Royston Publishing is joining in with the celebration, the first celebration of a Black Child Book Week. And why is that so major and why is that so significant? So let me just give you a little statistics about children's books and being published children's books. And I know of the last 3 to 5 years, there's been an inundated amount of Black children's books with the main character is African American children. But in the whole scheme of things, there are only 11% of the children's books published worldwide that have an African American child as the main character. 26% of all the children's books published have an animal as the main character. And then the remainder of the children's books have a Caucasian or white character. So therefore, we have a while to go. Now, if the African American main character is 11%, all the other diverse characters, Asian, Latino, Pan African, Asian Pacific, everybody else is less, much less than even 5%. So therefore, we've got a long ways to go. So therefore, we want to highlight this is the last day of Black History Month, but we're leading into Women's History Month. So the children are always important every single day. It doesn't matter what month and what day of the year it is. But I wanted to make sure that BK Royston Publishing authors were spotlighted, were seen, were heard, give you opportunity to know that their books are out there and available, and then you can support them and purchase them. So I'm going to start off with probably first off one of my biggest supporters, and that is Miss Tamika Nelson and Miss Aziyah Turner. And I'll introduce you to Miss Yvonne Southall in just a second. But they have been probably reading my books, buying my books for years. And I knew they would eventually write one, would actually publish one. I'm honored that I was the publisher, but that this book that they have is simply phenomenal. So go ahead and just give me a little tidbit of what was the inspiration behind the loose tooth.
All right. Well, good evening, everybody. I'm Tamika Nelson, founder and stylist at Studio 32. And this is Aziyah, my 7-year-old daughter. And the inspiration for the book came because last year when she turned 6, she lost 6 teeth in 6 months. And it was just really funny how they were coming out. They were coming out so quick that we couldn't keep up with them. So whenever she would lose a tooth, we would kind of make a little joke about how scared the tooth may have been like to come out. Like, so we would just come up with funny little stories at bedtime, and then just got the idea that this would be a great story for everybody to be able to experience, especially since, I mean, losing teeth is something that we all are going to have to go through, you know? And so it was just really cute. What about you, Zaya? What made you want to come up with the book?
Well, I was thinking of how it really felt if teeth were real and they were scared if they fell out, because I know how we have earthquakes in our city, and I thought that it would be kind of funny if inside our mouth when we walk and stuff, and when our tooth fall out, it's like an earthquake for them.
Can't y'all tell that you
Listen.
can't beat a child's creativity in any way, shape, or form. I couldn't have come up with that better than myself. I'm like, wow, I need to take notes.
I know. Who would have thought that, you know, like teeth would have feelings and
Yeah, and have a personality. Ask a
Right.
dentist. They would tell you that they would. But this is probably first off, the book is timeless because that's what I told Tamika, when they came up with it. I said, as long as children are losing teeth,
Right.
they are one teeth or a one tooth or several teeth,
Right.
they will be able to definitely read this book. And special shout out, of course, first off for the authors who come up with the idea, but then of course, special shout out to Mr. Cameron Wilson, who brought the images to life. The parents are adorable.
Yeah,
Mom and
he was
dad is
pretty
hot and
amazing
hip.
every step of the way. That was the part that, I mean, I knew what you would do because, like you said, we've been fans of yours, and we knew that once we did this book, there was nobody else that we were going to go with. And the part with the illustration was the second part because this one was really specific on how she wanted these characters to look like. She knew what she wanted them to wear, and et cetera, et cetera. And so to be able to collaborate with Cameron and have him come up with characters that accurately depicted what she wanted was pretty amazing to see come to life.
And Aziyah may be 7, but I wish a lot of adult authors were the same way, that had a clear vision of
Right.
what they wanted to look like. Because, we were rolling along with the book and they were like, oh, hold on, we got to change clothes. We need a
Yeah.
different outfit. That's a different day. I was like, come on, girl.
Yeah.
I love it. I
She's like,
love
I
it.
want the dad's hair to have more twists, and I want
Yeah. Oh,
the
yeah.
mom's hair
Yeah.
to be red. And so
Yeah.
so she's super creative.
And I need baby hair coming down. Oh, it was
Yes.
down to the
Yes.
baby hair and
Representation. We
and
need
the Afro puffs is
representation
not big
back.
enough, and they not. I love it, child. I love it, honey. She gave clearly the direction. So first off, tell people where they can buy the book. Even before you read just 2 pages, we just gonna give y'all a little teaser
Okay.
about the loose tooth. But where can people purchase it?
Well, locally right now, the book is available at my salon, Studio 32 at 2002 Highland Avenue. And it's also available on Amazon, Amazon.com. If you plug in The Loose Tooth by Aziyah Turner, you will find it. We are also on all platforms. We're on social media, so you can reach out to us at The Loose Tooth One on Facebook and Instagram. And even that's been an amazing process because so far, I mean, the local support has already been amazing, but we've been able to sell books in Europe.
Yeah.
Little girls in Europe, in Germany has read this book.
Yeah. Yeah.
London. So the
It's
Loose Tooth
incredible.
is
I told
making,
you, anywhere little children is losing teeth,
yes,
they will identify, oh, the little girls in Europe, they're just loving sitting there with the book in their hand taking pictures. It's really, really an incredible experience. So it's one of those books that really crosses
yeah,
culture.
yeah,
It doesn't matter, what age the child is, as long as they're losing teeth, they can identify with that. But it's got a really
yes.
cute little story. It got a song inside. I mean, it's adorable.
Yeah,
So,
there was
it's
no
a
stone
really
left unturned like with this
no, no,
book.
they did all of it. So, Aziyah, you gonna read the first 2 pages? All right, love. I'm
And
gonna
while
turn it
she
over to
reads,
you.
I'll kind of show you guys a little bit of the illustration inside too, just so that you can get an idea. You ready?
Kayla was playing basketball at school with her friends. Riley passed Kayla the ball. When Kayla tried to catch the ball, it slipped and hit her squarely in the mouth, causing her front tooth to loosen. Kayla was nervous because when she touched her tooth, it wiggled a bit. When Kayla returned home from school, she told her mom and dad all about her day and what happened on the basketball court. Kayla's mom took a closer look at her tooth and discovered that it indeed was loose. "Oh, wow," her mom exclaimed. "Are you okay, sweetheart?" Yes, I'm okay, Mom. It doesn't hurt that bad," replied Kayla. Her dad, in his deep, strong voice, said, "Kayla, you have to remember, you have to be careful when you're playing with your friends." "I will," replied Kayla.
Wow.
And then here are some
Dun,
of the
dun, dun. Oh
illustrations
yeah,
of
you
the
gotta see the
teeth
teeth.
and
They're adorable.
yeah.
They're so cute. No, we're not gonna read no more. You
Yes,
seen the
no.
picture
You
of the
got about a
teeth?
book.
Everybody got about a book. All right. The Loose Tooth by Aziyah Turner. We're so glad you're here. And support Black Child Book Week and support Aziyah Turner and Miss Tamika Nelson and all that they do. So reach out, find Loose Tooth One, correct? Loose Tooth
Yep, the
One,
Loose Tooth One
the Loose Tooth One,
on
and
Facebook
find it
and
on
Instagram.
Facebook and Instagram. And reach out to there's our favorite guy, Cameron.
Hey, Cameron! Say hi,
Yay! Cameron! I need to send him the link. Hold on and jump on. Oh, thank you, Pastor Pope. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let me see if I can get him to jump in. Okay, so have we been writing anything else lately?
Oh, what are your thoughts on the next book? She's already
Is she working on it?
Look, she is working on it. She has a few ideas,
The next tooth is gonna be like in the corner.
Uh-huh.
And then it's gonna be about this time it's gonna be about her I'm still kind of thinking about
I
it.
know. And that's what writers do. We think of it, we we get a concept, a basic concept in our mind, but then we like, okay, then we keep working on the story to get it done.
So
Okay. Awesome.
About her on the slide.
Okay, so she's still outside playing. She likes to be outside playing. Oh, okay. I'm good with that.
Are her teeth grown back in yet, or are they still?
Her other tooth is about a little bit grown back.
Okay.
Right here, and
okay.
I think we're gonna have to do something on the slide.
Oh, there he is. You want to tell Cameron hi?
Hey,
there he is. There he is.
How are you?
He did all the pictures for you.
Yeah. So that's Cameron Wilson. He's the illustrator. We've got to do a longer interview with Cameron another time. But since he jumped on, I wanted to send him the link so he could jump on, at least say hello, and reach out to Cameron T. Wilson. He's on Facebook. He is a phenomenal illustrator, full-time. He's an animator, illustrator. I was in Florida recently, and he was trying to school me on how the NFT thing works. Give my own private, Brian and I was getting our own private lesson. I know.
Wrap my head around it.
I know. Me neither. So what did you think when you first got the story about the loose tooth?
I thought
she's talking to Cameron.
Hold up. Cameron.
Oh, you talking to me?
Yeah, Cameron. So when you got the story, what'd you think?
Oh, I thought it was great, especially knowing that it came from a young person. That's why I love creating children's books, because, just to see how their mind works and operates, and, just being a part of that experience, being able to turn their story to real life. I always enjoy that portion of it. It was really cute. It was a really cute story. It made it really easy for me to just illustrate it.
He said, I got this.
Yeah, exactly.
And I told Cameron, I said, now you're going to have to be specific about this hair, because this is one of the citywide hairstylists. I said, so wait a minute, we can't play about the hair thing. We need a baby hair to do something.
The baby hair. We had to make sure that the baby hair was right.
The mom,
as you can tell, I need to go sit in a chair, but
that hair has to be right.
Right. Everything got to be right. I said, Cameron, we got to be over the top with this hair thing, because this is a reflection of Studio 32. Most definitely.
Nah, but I just want to say thank you for the experience. Thank you for the opportunity to work on this project. This is what I do it for, and I really appreciate the chance to help your vision come to life.
Yes. No, it was
long term, because especially when, I said, as long as 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds are losing teeth, they're gonna need to refer to this book.
Right.
So,
right.
So I'm super excited. Be sure and find Cameron T. Wilson on Facebook. Be sure and find the Loose Tooth One on Facebook and Instagram, and purchase the book. Connect with Cameron. Connect with Tamika. If you need your hair done, you can get there on a scooter, or a car, a plane, an automobile, a train. Let her get your hair together.
Yes,
she gonna get mine together. My appointment is next week. My appointment is next week.
Yes.
Oh, awesome. Thank you Pastor Pope.
Oh,
She just
thank
ordered the book.
you, Pastor Pope.
Yay! That's what this
You
is
have to
all
let us
about.
know. Give us a review and let us know what you think.
Yes, and since you all are both locally, you can make that connection quickly and easily. But thank you, Karen. Cameron, I know I didn't get on your calendar and get on your schedule. You jumped in, and I appreciate it. But
Yeah, I saw the
we'll reach out to
conversation
you.
and I saw her little face, so I said, "Let me try to jump on here real quick and see if I
Yay!
can."
Zai, you're famous, baby. You're
Yeah.
How
famous.
you feel?
Yeah.
How has this experience been for you?
Good.
Oh, just good. Look,
Just good. I mean,
she's
you
in
know,
rare form today.
I mean,
I know
well, she's been on television and
look,
everything else.
yes,
Her books is all around the world, so she's used to it now. I mean,
yeah.
we still open and and pinch ourselves, but thank you all both so much, and
Thank you.
thank you, Cameron, for being on with us, and we'll be interviewing you at a full length very, 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 very soon. So
Okay,
thank you
I'll
very
be
much.
ready.
All
Bye
right, have a
bye.
good one. Thank you,
Bye
Cameron.
bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
All righty, all righty. So, any final words before we go, Aziyah? You good?
Anything you want to say, sweetie?
Anything you want to say to the people?
No.
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 Just buy your book.
Can you believe this?
I can't believe it.
Can you
It's
believe
been a
this?
long
For
day.
once, Little Miss Author.
I know, little
Is that
Miss
a loss of
Author. Buy the book.
words? I think Barbie's on the brain tonight.
Is that what happened?
Barbie's in food. But has it been fun?
Really fun.
It has
Really fun. Okay.
been. All right.
And
Oh, yeah.
I thank you guys for supporting my community
Yeah.
and getting my book.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
I echo that because I mean the support has been unreal. The feedback that we have gotten from the book has been amazing, and so I want to thank you to everyone who has already purchased the book, those who've come to the book fairs, and just everything. We didn't think that it would even go this far. It started out as just being a cute little idea, and you guys have showed up and showed out. So we completely want to say thank you, and we appreciate all of the love and support that we have gotten from you all.
Thank you. Good
Good
night, Aziyah. Thank you so much.
night.
You're a
Thank you for
star.
having
You know
us.
that, right?
What'd you say?
I said I wanted her to know she's a star, right?
You know that? You're a star. You're a superstar.
You
All right, Julia.
Thank you
We
so
thank you
much.
so
Love you,
much.
bye. Love you both. Bye
All
bye.
right, love you too. Have a good one.
You too. Bye bye. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So that was Aziyah Turner and her mother, Miss Tamika Nelson. We are super proud of them and all that they're doing, and their business, Studio 32, right there on Highland Avenue in Louisville, Kentucky. And so we're going to go from Louisville. We're going to go all the way to Texas. And CEO, Miss Yvonne Southall. How are you doing this evening, love?
I'm doing great, Julia. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Go ahead and introduce yourself formally and tell people about your business first, because that's a phenomenal organization, corporation that you have going on, and your website where people can purchase products from your business as well as your book.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. My name is Yvonne, and Yvonne Southall, and I am the co-owner of Cradle Care. And what Cradle Care is we are a Black-owned business that creates satin bonnets for infants. Our bonnets have been on a lot of celebrities, and maybe even yesterday, Tia Mari posted her baby girl, Cairo, in one of our satin bonnets. That design, that was something that we started just out of a need for my daughter had a baby, and so we just started that out of a need for protecting her hair with all the naturals and all that type of stuff going on. And we searched for satin hair protection for infants, and we couldn't find it. Neither one of us being anything seamstress or knowing anything about sewing or nothing like that. We just ventured out. We found went in to the fabric stores, looked at fabric, didn't know anything about fabric, thread, fabric weight count, none of that. And all of it was more or less, I think God just kind of laid the path there for us. We were able to get someone to make one for us, and we just wanted it for us. And when it was made, it was so cute that we just decided that this is too cute not to share, and that there was also a need there. So we were able to get our products to a manufacturer and have them manufactured for us. And so it's just been going uphill from that. And we started that 7 years ago. I mean, we've had some ups and downs, but for the most part, it's good. It was proving something, just I guess proving it to ourselves that we could do it once we did it. And so I'm going to show one of our bonnets here. And this is the one that was posted yesterday. This is a size medium bonnet, but I wish I would have grabbed a smaller one. But it's just this is called butterfly print, and it's a satin bonnet. And these bonnets are actually for infants. So our bonnets are for babies fresh out of the womb up. We do adults just so that they'll match with the baby, but our specific is for babies, real babies.
They're adorable. So how can they purchase them? Where can they purchase them?
Okay, you can purchase our bonnets from our website, which is www.cradlecare.com. And the spelling of that is KRADDLEKARE.com.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. So cradlecare.com. I think we first initially met, what was it? 5 or 6 years ago, with COVID, that's like 2 years
Yes.
Out of pocket. So it has to been at least now about 5 or 6 years ago. And I knew you already had established your business and everything was going well. But then I saw it was either on TikTok or Instagram a couple of times. Tia Mowry has posted, I said, that looks like, and then she had the hashtag Cradle Care. Now be sure there is 2 D's. And Cradle's Care starts with a K for in cradle, and then care has a K in it instead of a C. So be sure and look for Cradle Care. Yeah, there it is behind her head.
Cradle Care.
Cradle Care. There it is. Cradlecare.com. So be sure and reach out, because I know this is not a hair show or whatever. We're not talking about hair, and I'm not a hairstylist, but I see how baby's hair is wore off in the back from laying down and the whole 9 yards. So this really helps to protect their care. And, this is all about Black Child Book Week, but it's all about Black children and Black families, and anything we can do to help and support our own, we do that. So super excited about your business and really seeing a business take off and go to the next level. All businesses have their ups and downs. If you have business, if you just consider it a side hustle, you'll go up and down. From a major corporation, we all have it. Right. But God has really helped and taken Cradle Care definitely to the next level. So one of her book is one of the favorites of BK Royston Publishing. As a matter of fact, I gifted one, or they bought one, whatever. They got one, Maya's Magnificent Hair. So Aziyah has your book as well. So that's one of her favorites. That was one of the early on Maya's Magnificent Hair, especially since Tamika is a hairstylist. So if you would share your book, what was the motivation behind it? We can kind of see the connection with the Cradle Care bonnets, etc. But what was the real motivation behind your book, Maya's Magnificent Hair?
Okay. Yet again, it was just one of those things that I wanted to prove to myself that I could do. I was kind of dabbling and writing little notes all the time, little sticky notes all over the place with book ideas, but none of them were really for children's books. And then my granddaughter, which she's a lot of the inspiration, her name is Rhea. She's a lot of the inspiration behind a lot of the things that I do. She was the first one, but I am a grandmother of 4. But Rhea was the first one, so she inspired me to do a lot of things that I currently do. And I also wanted her to know that she can do anything. Not only her, but all the girls know that they can do anything. And there's a lot of stigma about hair, especially since we're going natural now. So, whereas they have always seen the straight hair as the pretty hair or the good hair, I wanted her to know that even with our hair when it's curly or straight or whatever the case may be, it's a magnificent thing that we rock our hair the way we do. It's a magnificent thing. And so that's kind of where it kind of grew from there, and not really knowing how to even get started on books, publishing a book or anything. And we met at a conference, a women's conference.
Yes.
And at that time I probably had no real inkling about doing a book. But of course, when I started, I was like, Julia.
Thank you. Well, I appreciate it and I'm grateful for it. And honestly, we're thinking about hair, we're thinking about, okay, maybe that's just the outside. But children today, they take it's a part of their self esteem, it's a part of their whole makeup, how they see themselves. It's the self imaging. And that's the reason why, if you have ever thought about, especially if you're a minority group, if you've ever thought about writing a children's book, we need them now more than ever, because today, I'm 58. When I was younger, Dick, Jane, and Spot, I tell people this story everywhere I go. It didn't matter that they were white. It didn't matter that Jane had little blonde hair. I was just excited about reading and books, and it didn't matter. Spot was a little white, a fluffy dog. It didn't matter to me. But today, it does matter.
Right.
Children want to have an identity with the books that they read. They want to be able to see themselves. So when somebody picks up the book, Maya's Magnificent Hair, they're going to see themselves. When they pick up The Loose Tooth with Aziyah's book, they're going to see themselves. With the two Afro puffs and the baby hair going, they're going to be able to see themselves and identify not only with the hair, but the clothing worn, the style makes a connection with them. So when Cameron illustrates a specific book and it's an African American child, we keep that in mind when we're writing it. Well, we're keeping that in mind when we're thinking about illustrations. Are the Afro puffs big enough? Do they need to be bigger? Does it need to be curls? Does it need to be all in one? And we do the 3 plaits. I mean, how does it hairstyle does make a difference, and people identifying with the book. It does everything for their self-esteem. And I've seen the reaction of children when they look at books and they're like, we don't think about it. It doesn't matter. Animals are cute and we like it, and it doesn't matter. But children today are like, the animal got more importance than me. Like the animal. Well, even when I say the statistic, 11% African American main characters, and then 26% of animals. So therefore, it's like, okay, they get more priority than me. So am I that important? I didn't think that then. My parents told me I was important. But children today are like, well, I guess I don't matter. I guess I'm not important, and I guess whatever. But you are important, and we all are. Every child is. So they need to be represented, and we're happy to help you be represented. Hey, Miss Judy Hoagland. Hey, love. And one of the baddest secretaries in the world. Way more than a secretary in the school. You know how the school secretary basically kind of runs the building? The principal's there in name only, but they actually
doing it all.
They do it all. They run it all. But thank you, love. Good to have you hanging out with us. Thank you, dear. So, if you wouldn't mind showing the cover of your book. Yay! Honey, you see them big Afro puffs there? You see that hair?
Yeah.
Oh, it's got a mind of its own. You want to read a couple pages?
Sure.
Okay,
the title of my book is Maya's Magnificent Hair. Okay. Welcome to 9054 Barber Drive. This is a new home of Maya and her family. Maya's dad serves in the United States Navy, and her mother is a nurse. She has one brother named Diesel. And that's Maya is an energetic, spunky little girl with a big personality and even bigger hair to go along with it. She is typically a very happy little girl, but often teased by her classmates about her ever-changing hair. Some days it's curly, some days it's straight, and some days it just has a mind of its own.
Okay, so we're gonna stop right there. Everybody's got to buy it. Go to cradlecare.com and get your bonnet, and then pick up your book. Do you have your books available on your website as well?
Yes, the books are available on the
Yay!
website as well.
Awesome, awesome. So cradlecare.com. I'm gonna bring Tamika Nelson back into the stream. Yay! So thank you both for being on with us tonight as we're celebrating just the first night. BK Royston Publishing is celebrating Black Child Book Week. Is the first year of the celebration. I always seem to do that. Jump in early and get it get in early on it because it's an important topic. And as you know, I'm kind of fired up about making sure that we have quality children's books for diverse children of all ages, of all sizes and ethnicity. But I'm really trying to make up between that 11% and that 26% with the animals. I need that 15% to be lessening, and I'm really, really wanting to do that. So if you're interested in writing a children's book, feel free to connect with me on my calendar, talkwithroyston.com, and be sure and find the Loose Tooth One on Instagram and Facebook, and connect with Miss Tamika Nelson so that you can purchase not one but multiple copies of that for your kindergarten class. Everybody's losing teeth.
For your kids, for your
I mean, I've had them in my class. It's bloody. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. So Miss Judy Hoagland was the school secretary. So I'm like, you got to go to Miss Hoagland. You got to go down. Oh, and I would have somebody walk them down because they would lose two teeth at any time. You know, they didn't have an appointed time. Well, I was eating the apple and it just came out. And, you know, that's just the way that goes. And then Miss Yvonne's Southall's book, The Maya's Magnificent Hair. Be sure and do that. There's something about having a book with a child that looks like you, acts like you, has hair like you, and has skin tone like you, and that you can identify with. Buy multiples for your children, grandkids, kids in the neighborhood. I don't care. Buy multiples and go to cradlecare.com and then get them a hair bonnet too. While you're at it, just get a bonnet too, or two, one or two. But thank you so much. We'll be on all week. Every night this week, we'll be celebrating the Black Child Book Week. Tomorrow, I have two other authors. Minister Tasha Dawson will be on with her 2 books, and Brianna Hogue will be on with her 3 books, and hopefully introducing her latest book on tomorrow night. So be back here. Join us. Share, purchase, support the Black Child Book Week all week long. I'm Dr. Julia Royston of BK Royston Publishing. Be blessed. Be good. Be safe. Bye.
Bye.
Have a good night.